Hold on for a second. What'd you say? Oh, you talking about the Mayweather car seat?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Let me bring that back up.
He love the kids, man. Anything to stun on them.
That's insane.
Yeah.
$18,000 on a mink fur lined baby seat.
Hey, man.
A baby seat that costs $18,000.
Those who can will, and he does. So, you know how you get down.
All right, who's watching the podcast? Turn that shit off.
Turn that off.
We're early. Why are we early? We're live.
We're live constantly.
Nah. You sending out old boy the show?
Yeah.
Dope.
Y'all's a boss.
Yeah, dope. Yeah, let me see if I can grab that image.
Yeah,
man, some crazy shit went down today.
Mom, what happened?
In Denver, you hear about there's like 5 people were bystanders to an encounter the police had with an armed suspect, and the suspect tossed his gun, and apparently they opened fire on him, but they shot 5 other people accidentally.
Gang that can't shoot straight. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Lawsuit.
Notorious bad shots.
Lawsuit. Except for when, never mind.
Except for in Akron.
Yeah, I was about
highly skilled marksmen.
Yeah. Let that ride.
You got the same people that investigating the shit be the same ones that did the shooting, man. So guaranteed that they're gonna put all these bystanders on the fucking suspect. They always doing some fuck shit like that. Well, we can't shoot straight, but it's still your fault, nigga.
You got in the way of my bullet.
He wasn't even trying to shoot. He shouldn't have had the gun. That's the thing they're gonna get him with. Possession. What they say? Possession. I can't remember how they worded it, but he had possession of a firearm, and he's a former felon, so he wasn't supposed to have it.
They always hang that up on you,
Oh yeah.
What's going on? We got painless tonight or what?
Shit. I thought we did. He old, man. He might be taking a shit or something.
Once again, we are live, gentlemen.
We are live.
We are live.
Once again, we're gonna see how many times Tank chastise somebody for being late. He gotta take a shit. He's old. He had his cream corn. Every week. You got me last week.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. That motherfuckers shot 5 innocent people.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard. Unless it's just like anything that don't have a badge on can lay down is what they was on.
I mean, truth be told, they got a lot of pussies wearing badges. I mean, look at that Vivaldi shit. Or Uvalde or wherever the fuck that was in Texas.
Yeah.
Where they had an active shooter in the school, and Brum was like, yeah, man, they don't have the training, but still, you a fucking pussy. Everybody's seen TV. You could just kick the door in and run. You never hear about firemen sitting out on the porch of a burning house. You know what I mean? But you always see that shit with cops.
Yeah.
Man, fuck them pussies.
Hey, man. Like I
said, I feel you. I mean, there's no other. My bad.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, there's no better scenario to be a hero to run in on a guy that's shooting at a bunch of unarmed kids.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it that way, but I mean,
but unless you're not trained, and like Brum said, a couple of weeks ago, he was like, how much they getting paid, the average salary for those guys. He was like, man, you ain't talking the top tier, elite force. There's kind of like the bad news bears of cops.
Yeah, right. But still, you're a fucking
cop.
I know what comes with that responsibility.
He's shooting a bunch of sitting ducks. He probably hasn't practiced the "I'm being shot back at" scenario.
Is that a scenario?
There he is.
What it is?
Don't go in there for about another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't even got to go in there. That's what I'm letting out. That's what I'm letting out in the atmosphere.
He's like, man, with the way I've been eating.
Keep your windows cracked. Keep your windows cracked. You already know.
Yeah. We already live and direct.
How y'all gentlemen doing, man?
We good, brother. We good, man. What's good with you, man?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. I'm glad to hear my brothers is doing well.
Man, you will.
All right.
DJ LOH on the ones and twos. What's cracking?
That's it. How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. I am good. Doing this little cardiac rehab and eating a bunch of shit that gerbils eat and trying to find everything that got taste in it with 0 calorie. That's it.
Hey,
good luck, Playboy. Good luck.
Man.
But I'd rather make that change than be back in that fucking hospital with a tube in my arm.
Yeah, hey, man.
Make that change.
See if they give you that A train
singing on you.
Yeah. Yeah, new heart, a new superhuman heart, man.
Keep running, Negro. Yeah,
right. Pretty much that's what they told him. Keep running, pussy.
Yeah, no, but you got to see the last 2 episodes of The Boys.
Yeah,
I loved it. Well, I liked it, but I don't know, man. They had this motherfucker right where they wanted him. I just felt like, come on, man. Like you had him right where you wanted him.
They got the son involved, and now it's gonna be
right.
something else, man.
Absolutely.
Man, y'all almost got me last night. I was pausing right on The Boys, and I almost hit play. And I was like, let me go see what's going on with P-Valley. Delta P-Valley.
I can't watch that shit.
Superheroes or girls on the pole.
Hey, man, I guarantee you P-Valley got less dicks in it than The Boys.
I don't know about that.
Exactly. Nigga,
they might have less real ones. I seen some prosthetics and some real. I said, good God.
all I know is they said that they gave that nigga Uncle Clifford a sex scene. I said, man, I ain't watching that shit. Hey, man, I don't want that shit to even flash on the screen.
I fast forwarded that one, but that's a fact. I
ain't watching that shit.
Yeah, I skipped that part.
That's what. Listen, that shit ruined American Gods for me. I was like, oh, this American God shit is dope. Wait a minute, what's this shit with the taxi cab driver? What the fuck? Why are they taking their clothes off? Never mind.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Ned out there saying we get less dicks on The Boys. I'm sorry, less dicks on on P-Valley.
Man, shit, fuck that, man. No.
He's like, we don't even get the Stars channel. They don't even come on in our house, man. No, fucking with that, man.
We don't do that shit up in here.
Right, man.
It's a good Christian. This is a good Christian home.
Oh, is that what it is?
Valley's a good town too.
Yeah, they're taking the church in balance.
Look at God. Look at God. Mm-hmm. I stole your 20 grand.
Won't he do it?
Me a storefront. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yes, he did.
Everyone, you used to be in the church, man.
You gotta do the Ray Charles rock. Gotta do the Ray Charles rock with it.
I used to want to scream out, nigga, shut up.
Man, if you don't turn on that damn video.
Right.
It's time to rock this motherfucker. Hallway. Take off Eddie P3 the
and Jay Drizzy. That's right. You're now rocking with the best. Youngstown zone.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hallway. Take off Eddie P3 the hallway.
Eddie P. In the middle explains the man in the middle.
Mr.
Jay Drizzy. You can catch him on The Veil. And like we always do about this time,
it's time to rock this motherfucker
Anything
with
that
three
comes out of my mouth,
hallways.
quartermaster's
Thank
mouth, or
God Betty
Jizzy's
B,
mouth do
three
not
the
represent the
hallways.
views and opinions of one Mr. Hey, West Side. For all you motherfuckers in Detroit, Mr. Ed 209. 2022's very own Mr. 2020. And for all you night owls out there, turn off the goddamn lights.
Yes, he
And you know him and love him, as do we all. 1:30 to 3 p.m. D. Youngstown's very own DJ LOH on the ones and twos, very own Mr. High Value Man, Mr. Eddie Mother fucking Coppola, everyone. Rest in peace, K Slay. Shout out DJ Clark Kent, DJ Red Alert, DJ Old Money, Foster's Freeze, C Staple, DJ LOH on the ones and twos, and everybody in Youngstown. God damn it, let's fight this motherfucking evil.
Hey,
Niggas is like, this shit is getting longer and longer. Like,
hey, we got to give it a shout out to the Strauss's malts out at Jay's motherfucking hot dogs.
Right. Don't forget about Woolworth. Downtown.
Right.
Get you a parakeet and a fish sandwich.
Youngstown.
Yes.
Bro,
they
this
still
one
got
goes
Woolworths
down here.
to Mosquito Lake.
They kept the chain, huh?
Bro,
Yeah.
there's still a Woolworths down here, and there's fucking Radio Shack.
In Mexico?
Wow.
In Mexico, bro, there's a motherfucking Radio Shack.
That's
Man, you got to take a picture. You got to take a picture, man.
They got a Circus City?
I got you.
Tell me they got a
They
Circus
should.
City.
They should. I seen a
Circus City
Sears.
was the
I
shit.
seen a Sears, I think. I think I saw a Sears.
Was
But
it
I'm
a
sure
Yeah, they
Sears?
got all
saw.
kind of crazy shit.
Was it a
down
Sears
Fucking
and
Woolworth,
Roebuck?
and he's stepping into a time
here. I
capsule.
think so. I think this is where
Hell
Roebuck is.
yeah.
Sears and Roebuck.
Yeah.
Some Kaufmans, Dillards.
Oh man,
Right.
yeah, man.
Oh shit.
And my mother used to love Dillard's. She knew if she was getting some shit from Dillard's, she was fly.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That was like our version of what was that? Neiman Marcus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word up.
I
Word
love
up.
Dillards. Dillards was the stuff.
Yeah, man. That was the cologne spot.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Indeed.
Dillard's. Is Dillard's out of business now?
Oh yeah.
There's one here.
Is it there? Okay.
Yeah, there's one here.
That shit went the way up.
There's one.
Wilson's Leathers.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas don't wear leather jackets no more.
You weren't doing it if it wasn't from Wilson's. You wasn't doing it.
Right. Like I had 2 pair of leather pants, one black and one brown.
You had leather pants?
Pants. I wasn't there. I
Absolutely.
wasn't there with the pants. I had the Keith Sweat leather sweaters. You know,
I
but
had the
yeah.
pants.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought I was
hold on.
Morris Chestnut for a minute, nigga.
I've had
You probably
two.
had the whole motherfucking suit from Delirious.
Just the pants.
It was black. And black and brown.
That motherfucker had the gloves and shit. Like gold chain.
Dude, you quiet everybody when you said the pants. We was like, pants.
Hey, listen, shout out to my brother Saul and shout out to my brother Mark, man. They still bring it up after all these fucking years, man. Damn near 20 plus years later. Man, remember we went on, you had the leather pants on, man. Oh, I was killing them. I'm like,
Plan.
motherfucking
Plan
right,
'em.
nigga. Remember when it was, what is that shit? Two Can Play That Game came out.
Yeah, man.
And it was a scene, he had his cranberry shirt on and these leather pants. Like, man, I'm finna do that shit. Walked up into the spot, man, all the old bitches was on me. I was 20-something years old.
Hey, man, they saw the way that leather was hugging. That leather was hugging the curves,
Yeah, they
man.
said you're blessed, baby.
Mine was baggy. I ain't had no, come on, man. Ain't no bitch leather.
You had on, you had
Put your
leather
boiled
pants.
eggs down and put your teeth back in. There's a man just showed up through the door.
You fucking right.
Wearing leather pants.
Wearing leather
Wearing leather pants.
You was about to get you a Cadillac gifted.
Yeah, he's gonna get a free pickle pig
Pick
feet.
one, bitch. Give me them Mary Kay rides and shit, man.
Tell you,
yeah.
Take this pink Cadillac, baby, get it detailed, and just keep driving it the rest of the day.
Yeah, you got that right. Give me
Come
some
back
pussy.
when it's time to hit me off.
Give me some
Make
pussy.
sure you bring the change back.
Bring
Give
back
me
some things.
Give me some pussy and some skin so soft, bitch, while you ride.
Getting them condoms out of old cigarette case.
Oh man,
Skin so soft. That's Avon.
I know.
That's the old heads kept their cigarettes. The old ladies kept their cigarettes in their coin pouch.
Oh
yeah. But that was the hustle for the women back then. It was Avon and Mary Kay, man.
I knew this was gonna be my lucky night. Put some vinegar in my bath water, and a man showed up with some leather pants.
Man. We got to steal up, man. We got to run this. Tank that went too damn far early.
I burnt me some sage too, baby. The money house blessings incense.
So let me. I don't know if any of you gentlemen have caught this reimagining of the Fresh Prince.
Yes.
It's called The Lair, and it's you know what? Absolutely wonderful fucking show. I'm only 3 episodes in because I got busy and was getting into some other things, but because of copyrights, I know we got fair use and all. Because of copyrights, we couldn't play the actual clip. But this is a reimagining of the famous, not infamous scene where Will's dad walked off and he cried to Uncle Phil saying, why doesn't he want me? Why doesn't he love me? And he grabs Will and he embraces him and shit, and hey man, it's gonna be okay. Well, I guess this was a scene. Marlon Wayans, a phenomenal actor, man. Phenomenal actor, funny in comedies, but I think he's an even better serious actor. Look no further than Requiem for a Dream to see what I'm talking about. But he plays his dad, Lou, and the brother in the middle is Uncle Phil, for anyone who doesn't know. And in this scene, I wanted to talk about this one because of his reaction, but there was 2 different things here. I don't know. Did you gentlemen get to watch the scene?
Yeah, I saw. I'm up on the whole series.
I watched it a few times.
Right. So the guy, he has a chance to sit down with his father, and they're talking about some things. And Lou, his dad, is explaining his side of the story, and I get why he made the case. I guess. His son hit him with they were laughing at first, and then his son hit him with so why'd you walk out then? You know what I mean? Right. And he, as I've heard men say, man, there's gonna come a point where you're gonna have to contend with the stories that a mother told the child about you. Yeah. And this was that scene. And in the scene, he you can see he automatically took offense, but he was trying to keep his cool. And he was saying, hey man, when Phil and V, Phil got money, all of a sudden I wasn't making enough. Your mom was pressing me to get in them streets. Well, is that why you beat up that lady? He said, I'm trying to tell you, your mom was pressing me, and if it wasn't because she was ungrateful. And so son just took off on him like, bitch ass nigga, punk this. He ended up grabbing the boy by his throat or whatever. But I just wanted to get you gentlemen's take on this type of thing here, man. We all love our mothers, but it's 2 sides to every story. Some would say 3.
Yeah, there's always 2 sides. And, like I said, this was a classic scene. Again, he don't want to shit on his mom's because she's the one who raised him, but he need to get the perspective. Like, look, man, it wasn't about me just dipping and not loving you or caring about you. Life happens, and I got caught up. That's all. And like you said, now all of a sudden you see your sister on the glow up. Now you want me to, hit, do whatever it takes to get on that level. And it was like, look, I can only do what I can do, but if you really want me to go ahead and and hit them streets, I'll do so. And that's what ended up happening. He got trapped, and the son, had to deal with the consequences. But it was a good scene, though, man. Like I said, it's a great. Like I said, you're gonna enjoy the rest of the what you call it, man. It's pretty dope. The rest of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was
Hey,
like,
man,
oh man, another damn remake. It's gonna be whack. But I love the perspective that they put it on. You know, it's like the real shit now. Like drugs are involved, and it's not polished.
It's not a comedy. It's not a comedy.
You know, so that's what I like about it. And again, you know, Marlon, you know, he did do his thing on this. So,
Absolutely.
He said because he was convinced, like when he went for the reach, I was like, oh shit, he didn't put his hands on him. You know, here come Uncle Phil, everybody getting involved. He was like, hold on, man, I don't give a damn. You know, we just had a heart to heart. I told you where I'm coming from, and you gonna shit on me. You know, so
absolutely,
that's what it was, man. But I see where he was coming from with that, man. It was like I said, it was some shit, man. You know, it's two sides, and sometimes you know, he had 18, 19 years of just what mom said. He never got, you know, Pop's side of it. And, you know, of course he's not going to believe him because Mom's was present. You know, he was gone. So, yeah, it's real easy for a kid to get caught up in his feelings, not knowing the full story. It happens day in and day out. Like your daddy, you know, he ain't shit. He ain't want to come get you, even though it's a situation where the mom was, you know, holding the kid hostage because Pops don't want to, you know, lay up with her no more. You know, and the whole story get twisted. Like, you know, you ain't gonna be with me. You ain't gonna be with your kid.
Right on.
You know,
yeah, that happens
shit.
A lot, man.
So
that happens a lot.
The highest percentage of the time.
I'm done with you. I'm giving you money. I'm giving you everything I want. I'm paying you to leave me alone. Just give me my kid.
There you go.
They be hurt, man. They be hurt. And the bad thing is like no matter how ridiculous the story is that she's telling. If a child hears it enough, it becomes central dogma. It becomes the truth. You know, like how many times do we hear about, the resurrection story or being born on the 25th of December or, you know, like a white dude in the middle of the desert. You know what I mean? Like, but it goes to show, like, even down here in Mexico, motherfucking Jesus is white.
We ain't gonna be too many more motherfucking Jesuses.
But it goes to show you tell the lie enough and motherfuckers believe it. Yeah, you know, no matter what history tells you.
That birther shit, you know. Come on, man.
Man.
It's what it is. You keep pounding it in, and like you said, man, it's just a constant noise or a record on repeat. Yeah, you're gonna pick up on that.
And you know what the other thing is, never mind, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these women that keep no charge on repeat. Shirley Caesar's no charge on repeat. I did this, and for the 9 months I carried you, held you inside me. No charge for the wants and your tears and all of your fears. No charge. And then you got the dad like, man, that bitch is lying, nigga. I brought you McDonald's. The bitch got mad because I wouldn't feed your 3 other brothers and shit. She threw the shit on the street. I tried to feed you, my nigga. Right. Bitch ass nigga, don't talk about my mama like, you know what I'm saying?
That part.
And, but you know what it breeds? It
husband.
It breeds a dissension. This bullshit game that a lot of these women play. And I'm not even speaking race. But this bullshit game that they play, it breeds dissension ultimately between black men. Because how can you respect the next brother if you don't respect your father? You know what I'm saying? You look down on a man, he wasn't there for me. So naturally you're gonna think, man, another brother ain't got my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's one aspect of it. But it's like
also, go ahead.
No, brother, you got it. Go ahead.
No, it also breeds simps.
Come on, man.
You got these kids, you know, believing everything mom say, and then, you know, I'm gonna be there for my chick, and then I ain't gonna do that, and then they fall victim to these chicks who run donuts around them,
right?
Because of what happened to their mama. And the mama complaining about all this other shit, but dad was like, I'm trying. I don't know how to do it without, you know, including your ass in the situation. You know, I'm trying to do everything I can just to avoid you, but I still need access to my kid. You know, and then shit gets, you know, it gets hairy a little bit, but it all, like I said, it breeds these guys out here who will just take everything a woman has to say at face value, aka
absolutely. Because you get these women, man, and what they do is they don't raise a good man, they raise the man that they would want.
That's what I'm saying. They
raise
them a husband So he's not even fit for another woman when he leaves the house.
There you
They
go.
raising
In fact, he's
husbands.
never gonna leave the
They're
house.
not raising
He'll get
husbands,
a
man.
bachelor pad.
They raising girlfriends.
No, listen.
Yeah, they
raising
raising
besties.
besties.
No, check this out though.
He was raising
Hold
Uncle
on, no.
Clifford's. They're raising Uncle Clifford's nigga.
My bad.
Man,
My
not
bad.
necessarily
another
Clifford's,
point,
man,
another
but they're
point.
raising besties.
Another point. They're raising their own husband. They're raising the version of a man that they pretended all this time they wanted.
There you go.
And most of the time when they got that man wasn't fit or good enough for them to even have a child with. Then the one they ended up fucking around and having a child with didn't want them.
Right.
And so they try to make the child feel what they feel. You know, he's not just rejecting me, he's rejecting us.
Us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He left us, baby. Don't you understand? He doesn't want us anymore.
Right.
You know, and in that scene, the one thing that really got me was when he was explaining how once Phil and Vivian got money, he couldn't do enough. Right. So that was what's being projected by Will's mom.
Right.
And that's the perception he picked up on being a street dude. It pushed him further towards the streets because what else could he do? Philip was a lawyer.
Right.
You know, his path, his career path is pretty clear. Don't fuck up, run for DA, get DA, eventually become what? Mayor?
Mayor of
Los Angeles. I mean,
he couldn't compete with that.
It's like running your own country.
Right.
You the man. So
did you see was that the same episode where he actually talked to his mom?
They said the episode prior to this one.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And see, you know, somebody broke down it there. But before I even go there, a lot of these young cats, man, refuse to believe that these same bitches that they can't stand, these gold diggers, and they refuse to believe that that's who their mama used to be. That their mama was that bitch. Their mama was that freaknik, double and triple clutching in the back of a van. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cat Daddy who gave us the history. But you know, it just, man, you know,
the original double-fisted warrior,
right? And it's a fucked up game that these youngins, these women play with these youngins because they're not getting the proper from a dude, and by the time they realize what the fuck going on, so much time done passed, y'all might as well not even have a relationship. Y'all so the fuck the far out of whack because this woman then told all kind of lies so she can look like I had you and I did it on my own. Well, bitch, you had the kid. You were supposed to do it. Who else was going to do it? I got to take care of me and the kid. You don't hear men talk like that. I got to pay for this. I got to pay for electric. Bitch, you had to pay for that anyway for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, I just thought that this scene was so interesting, especially in light of the McDonald's dude and just other shit you see on the net. Like he's trying to tell his son, like, man, look, I was a young man. I was, you know, I love this girl, but she just, her appetite, man, she was greedy. So, hey, man, I just wanted to put that out there, see what my brothers felt about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's another revealing scene. There's another revealing scene where Viv and what's his mom's name? Vi.
Yeah.
They get into it, and it all starts to come out as a matter of perception.
Yep.
You know,
and that's what it was.
She felt like, well, she stayed closer to home in Philly to take care of their mom, and she felt like she was owed all this stuff that she never articulated, but you could tell by her attitude, you know, that was what the deal was. That's what was going on upstairs. So, you know, you could if he knew anything about that or brought that into his recollection, he'd be like, I see what my dad is saying. I might not agree with him because I wasn't there, not in the presence of mind with the adult ability to discern reality from perception and how they tie in together. But either way, I could see why some of his actions would have been what they were. You know?
See, like I said, I gotta finish it, but they said there was another episode. I guess she wanted Will to come home. Yeah, and people were saying it was pretty much because I watch a video here and there. It don't bother me, it ain't gonna ruin nothing. But they said that pretty much she wanted him to come home because he was her son husband.
Well, she didn't say son, husband.
No,
I know
but
that.
that's
that's what it was.
The tone,
the implication.
And so not knowing, knowing that he's in a mansion, and then go back to the, he had to run from Philly because he was in some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would you even think about pulling your kid back, even though he's told you? You're like, I'm good here. I'm adjusted.
Right.
Why the hell would I want to come back? I got the ocean. I got the mansion. I got a new whip. I got everything new.
Come on, man.
You ain't got to do too much.
Only do it.
You ain't got to worry about me. It's like, you went away to college.
Look at Uncle Phil.
Right. But that's what it is. If he, like you said, if he was smart enough to put all that together, like, mom's is on some other stuff right now. It's about her, and her and her competition with her sister, that whole perception thing,
Yes.
That's all.
The only other thing I would say, man, is he should have knocked the shit out this motherfucker when he told him.
Nah, you can't.
Bitch ass nigga.
Nah,
you
can't.
can't.
You can't.
You just reach out and crack him in the shit.
Nah, you can't.
And
man.
then you get down with Phil.
He understood. First of all, he's a felon, and he gonna strike a kid in an attorney's house.
I forgot that part, but I'm just saying. Because my
attorney that don't like him or don't respect
that don't like him already, willing just make a phone call to like, brother, you back in the pokey.
Because back in the day, the way our people, my dad, the way our people used to handle it, man. Don't say that, Gutty. Motherfucker, your dad would take you out in the street and whoop your ass if you thought you could talk like that to him.
Why are you wasting steps talking about the street?
Right.
You heard that? You heard that? What you call it?
He'd throw me through the back door and met me out back.
It's about to be some furniture moving.
Hey, bro, you saw me go like, well, my dad.
Yeah.
And
you saw me go.
And that's with any old head, of a certain age, man. You can't hear a real voice.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't even be mad though, because my dad, I was blessed to have him there. I was, lucky to have him there the whole. Still there. I go home and see her. It's him and her.
There you go.
And I'm thankful for that. I know everybody didn't have that the whole entire
and I can't complain, man. I was fortunate enough to have mentors, my granddad and all of that shit. It's interesting to see these scenes like this because I know cats who went through that, man. I know cats who go through that right now. Like, man, I'm doing everything I can. I know good fathers, and then the bitch on Facebook, he beats me, he this, he that, and I'm like, no, the fuck you don't, bitch. Now listen, you ain't gonna talk this way about woo because I don't want to let nobody know who the fuck I'm talking about. And he like, man, just leave it alone, man, because I gotta go to court with this bitch. I'm like, no, we're gonna drag her out to McKelvey. No, I'm just joking, but
that was a real conversation.
Can't say that shit, man.
I do still on one hand feel where Ob is coming from. The man, we would never have thought to say those two words together.
Yeah.
Like you might get off a bitch somewhere in speaking, and you might get an ass later on, but call your dad bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy because we all know guys who played both positions, the kid and the dad. So you know what I mean? It cuts both ways, man.
Absolutely. What we got next, gentlemen?
Man, let's see. We got to jump into this.
I don't real ass. Let me just go ahead. I ain't a felon. That shit, I did that shit personal. Bitch ass nigga, what? Hey. Oh, ass nigga, what's good?
That's motherfucker, you got scared out of Philly. Why you calling a bitch ass nigga?
Right.
You got a butler handling your shit, Phil.
His pop should hit him with,
let him talk to me.
You know, I found you, right? I tracked you down.
Right.
If I could track you down, I could put hands on you.
Right.
At any given time, I could have caught you at that little punk ass school.
No, I go back in that basketball game and tell them niggas where you live.
See that part.
I used to squab niggas in prison. You can get squabbed too, motherfucker.
Yeah.
The best thing for him to do was to walk away, man.
Yeah,
he didn't want to go back. That's all.
Ultimately, yes.
And like that'll be the last time we ever see we face to face. Because if you come off crazy again, we're gonna put you in that.
Phil ain't around this bitch,
right? See, my daddy said, "I brought you into this world. I'll take you out before."
Right.
Hey, but you got to think like, this cat's what, he's supposed to be 18, 17, 16,
17.
something,
Yeah,
17.
Yeah.
You will not think the same way at 17 as you think at 27. So like if that shit come out of your mouth at 17, it's probably not gonna fly out your mouth at 27. The damn sure ain't gonna fly out your mouth at 37.
Right.
So you live and you learn, man. And some things you just can't see in your youth, until you go through that shit.
Yep.
And but
Right.
you got a mouthpiece as an adult,
until somebody reminds him what blood tastes like. That's
There you go. Button that lip up,
like
homie.
they forgot what blood tastes like.
Right.
Goddamn.
Motherfucker.
All right,
Shout out to
man.
No Joke.
Yeah, no Jesus. No
joke.
Well, Howe's Attorney General dismissed the story of a 10-year-old child who sought an abortion after being raped. Days later, he celebrated the suspect's arrest in the case. Let's get it.
You can't have it both ways, man.
Hey, man, this is American politics, bro. Like, he knew he fucked up. Right. And yet he gonna do a 360 all of a sudden. But like, okay, well, they do. First of all, this is one of my pet peeves when people prey on children. You know what I mean? This shit was fucking crazy. She's 10. This is why they're so hell bent on hey man, leave the law alone, because shit like this fucking happens. So what excuse are you gonna have for that? Well, this was God's plan.
But
get the fuck out of here with that, man. She's 10.
Brethren, didn't we talk about on the show about how these rapes were going to just start ramping up?
Yes.
Because now motherfuckers is like, well, you can't get rid of the baby. This was a 10-year-old, and all this shit was about was this motherfucker saving face because he knew he was wrong. You called a 10-year-old child a fucking liar.
You dismissed the whole story. Like it's
right.
Like it can't be proven.
Now
or debunked or whatever. I mean, damn.
Now we got motherfuckers out here believing 60 and 70-year-old crackheads saying that a man raped them 30 and 40 years ago when he bumped into him.
I'm sure this motherfucker's been praying to Jesus too, the white one.
Or 30 or 40 years ago when they were at the Playboy Mansion when they were 16.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That you're not going to believe this 10-year-old baby. And she had to travel all the way to Indianapolis.
Yep.
To get a divorce, of which she was 3 months and 6 days? I mean, 6 weeks.
Yeah. Something
6
like
weeks
that.
and 3 days or some shit pregnant. It's just, it's horrifying, man. And I just feel like, man, people like that shouldn't have a fucking job.
Facts.
People like that shouldn't have a job. I don't know. Do you vote this motherfucker in or whatever? Or is it Attorney General? They need to vote this cocksucker out. Yeah, they need to vote this cocksucker out, man.
His opponent, all they have to do is run on this.
That's it. And he needs
how fast he flip-flop.
And he needs to. Because
he or she should run just solely on this, on how ignorant he was to the fact.
Right. And the fact that he tried to save face. Because somebody, this is what happened. Somebody was like, Nick, you realize that you threw a case out and this motherfucker didn't confess to not doing it once, but twice, to molesting a 10-year-old, and now they got the DNA. You better get your ass out there and put on a show and do the Barnum and Bailey shit because they caught this motherfucker. Nah, fuck that. Get that punk motherfucker out of office, man.
He didn't even go in like he was appalled at his oversight. It was like, of course we celebrate anytime a child rapist is arrested.
Man,
huh?
The definition of whitewash. Man, he just went over the whole, like, dude, how was that even legal?
And I know we're not going into conspiracies and conspiracy theories, but
go into it.
Okay, let's just say
I got my own theories about this shit.
Let's just say that regime is connected to the cabal, right? And while I'm gonna say it like this, I have relatives and associates. Some of them I don't even call friends anymore, but that believe that this is the correct party, the correct group of individuals holding these positions, right? And then they say, well, it's the other ones on the red side that are doing this, but these are the red ones, and they're in cahoots with the blue ones, and they're all connected to these rings. Do you know how many trafficking rings they have busted in Ohio in the last 4 years?
Fam, let's take a step back. I
Okay.
remember I remember
Okay.
being a teenager. First of all, let's do this before I get to the teenager thing. All you got to do is check the sex offender list.
Wow.
That motherfucker long as
Man,
my
it will
dick.
light
Oh
up like a
my
damn
God.
Christmas tree.
There
It
you
will light
go.
up like a fucking Christmas tree. He right.
Listen,
Absolutely right.
Now you
My-
know where I was previously employed,
Yeah.
where you don't
Yeah.
normally even get curious to even look at what a motherfucker did to get locked up.
Mhm.
You just know they in there and they have
Yep.
these set rules, these set rights they still have, and you're not supposed to violate any of that. But some of them, when somebody walk up to you, hey, how are you today, sir? You know, is it a floor I can sweep and mop for you? We're just gonna do this and we'll be out your way. And then somebody come behind him, like when he walk away,
Yeah.
like look him up. You
Real
go,
shit.
what?
That's why when they say paperwork is real, they're like, your shit better be in order when you hit the yard. You better be straight.
I'm talking about motherfuckers with kids and their mothers in cages. And depending on the day of the week, they pick which one they're gonna pull out to have sex with, and then read the Bible to them afterwards.
Let me tell you
Tell them
something.
why they had to do what they did.
Let me tell you something. Ohio is infamous. Well, first of all, my mother checked the sex offender list and found out that I think it was 3 or a little over 3 of the motherfuckers in our neighborhood. This was back when my sister was a teenager. I used to sit when I was back from the military, still drinking and sitting out, in the driveway with my pistol at about 3 in the morning.
Normal Youngstown shit.
Right.
Youngstown shit. My mother had checked the sex offender list and was like, you wouldn't believe it. Like, end of the street. She knew every fucking street. And so we purposely watched. But think about it like this. In Cleveland, the brother saved, what was it, 2 or 3 young girls that was locked up in the Bull House.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing I was going to say was my mom used to be like, baby, you got to pay attention around here. She said, pay attention to the vans, because you would just see these vans in these neighborhoods, these vans that didn't make no sense. These like black phone type vans, except for they would be white.
Right. It was we had to watch. It was double. It was that, and also that was Task Force.
There you go.
Too.
Right.
Because we'll be sitting in my man's screen, all of a sudden, everything, the music that was on and the television would all go scrambled.
Right.
And we'll go look, go through the blinds or whatever, and look, we see that old fucked up Winnebago or van that's parked down the block or whatever that just parked. But yeah, I mean, it was that you always had to keep your head on the swivel.
But these suckers had mystery vans. I know exactly what I was talking about too.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, as a child, I remember I was about 12 or 13. I'm staying out in Westview Apartments. And this guy's family came to visit, one of his uncles. And I just overheard this dude say, yeah, look at that little pretty girl over there. And I just happened to like glance over. He was talking about one of my neighbor's little sisters. She's like 4 years younger than us. So you talking about 9 years old? And he's like, yeah, man, if there wasn't so many people around, I'd snatch her. She'd disappear. I couldn't believe I was hearing this.
Drizzy, how many times have you ever heard a motherfucker say, man, she gonna be a knockout when she get older?
Mm-hmm.
And you like, well, wait a minute, nigga.
How do you see that in a child?
How do you have, How
why
do you have
why
that
are
kind
you
of
seeing
fucking
that? Why are you
right?
looking that long?
You got grown eyes for a baby.
There you go. Like,
Hey,
nigga,
man.
shut up, nigga.
They do those fucking beauty pageants for 5-year-olds,
There you
man.
go.
That with
Man,
there you
that's
go.
a whole
That's
nother
the Ramsey
segment.
kid?
That's a whole
that's a
segment.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, but you got to think there are people that are willing to dress their kids up like that, and then there are people willing to go fucking pay to see it.
Yeah,
come on, man.
There's money in that shit. I mean,
come on, man. Big time fucking money.
R.I.P. John Bonet.
Yeah, because you know what? Listen, man. Motherfucker ain't gonna tell me they don't know what happened to that little girl. They know what it is. It's still
in the crib.
In the
Like
motherfucking crib.
Karma's a motherfucker because both parents died.
As they should have.
Both parents
As
died.
they should have. Because you sat up there, listen, man. You ain't gonna listen, man. It's like you said. All you doing is shopping around them babies, the pedophiles. You ain't gonna tell me that it ain't 2-3 pedophiles sitting in the audience any given
all
time.
Gotta be pedophiles. If you ain't a parent,
that's not natural. That's not natural. They're little people made to look like these damn adults. I mean, what kid need to be in a 2-piece swimsuit? There should be no swimsuit competition. Their bodies ain't even developed. It's nasty.
But brethren, think about it like this. Not only are they in swimsuits, but it's just think about the level of perversion that comes with the child having to entertain an adult in a 2-piece swimsuit. So you're in a 2-piece swimsuit.
Pose like
with
an adult.
Makeup on.
They gotta pose like an adult. Play a violin and shit.
Hair.
Or you being the judge. You being the judge and having to deduct points because the panty line is showing.
Or her tan ain't right. It's
makeup is flawed.
Come on, man. The Mandingo-Lorian. It's real shit, man.
The crazy part is it's a lot of money in that shit. It's a lot of money in those pageants, man.
It's a gateway. It's a gateway to the entertainment industry.
There you go. And see, you hear people all the time saying shit like, "Oh, this group of women is the most unprotected." I want to say, man, if you don't shut the fuck up, it's these babies out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's this sex trafficking shit, man. Look, let me tell you something. There was this movie, and then you guys, we can go whatever direction you want. There was this movie called Catch the Fair One. It's about this boxer, was an actual boxer who played in it, and she was trying to get her sister back. Her sister ended up walking home by herself from the gym. She got snatched, and the sad thing about this movie, it was no happy ending. The sister actually tracked down who took her sister, the boxer, and the motherfucker straight up told her, man, yeah, I don't even remember. No, I think he said, yeah, I remember. I don't know where she at. She can be anywhere by now. And that's the way this thing happens, man. When these kids disappear, man, they disappear. It's just, and now we got a governing body who, in some places you have governing bodies that sit up there and don't take the word of a 10-year-old girl until a motherfucker come and confess. Come on, man. It's some real demonic shit going on, man.
I'm done with this shit, man. I'm good. That shit, like I told you, that's one of my pet peeves. The shit pissed me off.
Yeah,
just wanted to touch on it
absolutely.
The fucking the AG who two-faced as fuck and need to be outed.
Right.
I wish my daughter would. Well, I don't want to wish, but if this happened to my daughter,
watch your words,
bruh.
Yeah, if this happened to my daughter, man, good Lord, I couldn't imagine the shit that, like, if he'd have told us that we was lying, man, the Attorney General would have to catch one. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like, because there's a system in place to protect these fucking pedophiles. If we're
right,
man, come on now.
I got
it would be a fucking terminal list, and we already talked about this. So go ahead, Drizzy.
Let's just say this: there was a prosecutor in Youngstown that got shot. I didn't lose no sleep over it, but my former wife's daughter, my former stepdaughter, there was a similar case, and he said, this is his quote, and I quote, "I don't have time to be dealing with cases of petty touching." And what did he say? Childhood discovery.
Wow.
When the accused was an adult male.
Okay.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put that out there. This is the mentality that we're dealing with, and that's the norm for them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get off this before I end up breaking my microphone.
Right. I just had to drop that off there. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see where you're going, and I'm gonna need to crank up that AC because I'm getting a little fucking heated. But I got you.
Yeah.
Tank. Thank you. Talk about some billionaire bullshit.
Come on. So Elon Musk backed out of this Twitter deal.
What did happen?
I am not shocked. I was anticipating that. I was like, how's he going back out of this?
Yeah.
I was just wondering what excuse he was going to use.
I didn't see that. I thought he was like, because a lot of billionaires, man, they like to control shit. And that, how do you not control? You don't beat your enemy, you buy him out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I thought that's what he was doing. Like how, what was that, Facebook bought Snapchat and all that other shit. Just don't compete with them, buy them out. And I thought that's what he was doing and try to control the narrative. But I don't know what the fuck is going on. Somebody please break it down for me and let me know exactly.
So check this out. So of course, Twitter has been big on censoring people, just like YouTube and the rest of these big companies. And of course, they are filled with bots, just random fake accounts that publish the same bullshit that we dealt with during the elections. All right, so Elon Musk throws out a bid to buy Twitter because of their policing of free speech. And he throws out a ridiculous number at the time. When he said 44 billion or whatever the stock price was that he would buy it at, it was higher than what Twitter was going for. Okay. But one of the clauses was you have to show me how many actual users you have and how many are bots. And Twitter came back and they said, we only have about 5% of bots. And what you're paying for is the actual subscribers, the actual Twitter users. So you don't want to buy bots. You don't want to buy a spot filled with bots. So what he was doing, he was forcing Twitter to come out and say openly, look, our platform has 50% bots. But they said we estimate it to be about 5. And everybody that's been on Twitter knows 5 is fucking bullshit. Like there is nothing but bots on Twitter. So by using that platform, he was going to get Twitter at a very, very cheap price because they would have to produce legal documents showing how many fucking actual users they have. And then he can go, look, I'm only paying $2 billion now. However, the stock market has slid substantially. So now this overpriced bid that he threw out in the beginning is now a very high bid. Like it's a ridiculous bid for the market right now. So he's going to back out. He was going to back out anyway because they're lying about their number of subscribers or the number of users.
Can he back out on that fact?
Fuck yeah, because now if they're suing him, he can ask for discovery. Like, well, show me how many fucking users you have. And when his lawyers request that, they got to provide it.
But didn't he already start? Go ahead. I was about to say, didn't he already start putting his signatures on shit though?
Yeah, but you got to understand, like, if you're selling something and if it's not 100% of what you say it is, then you're reneging on the deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, and he's got Twitter in a hard spot because bullshit, they got 5%, 5% of their users are bots.
Okay. So he does have, I thought he was going to have to eat this shit. I thought he was going to have to sign on the dotted line because he put that bid out there. But like I said, I didn't know. That's why I sat back and listened.
There has to be a disclosure, a full disclosure within negotiations.
This dude is a $200 billion man. He can fuck them. I mean, something needs to be done about Twitter, though. Twitter, all of these platforms, you can say what you want about certain people, but certain motherfuckers, they get their videos flagged, and you know what I'm saying. It's all kind of bullshit that's going on, man. Go ahead.
The thing is, who is he to try to make Twitter better? Even if he
That's the
does, because
thing.
not everybody thinks like him, because he say some fucked up shit. It depends on what time, what's on his mind. He don't give a shit. He literally he's the epitome of fuck you money. He can say whatever he wants when he wants. And now this is the guy that's going to control Twitter.
But that's the thing. Is like, if free speech is free speech, then put Donald Trump back on there and let him say whatever the fuck he wants. If free speech is truly free speech, that's what free speech is.
Yeah.
But right now they're picking. They're picking who can say shit on Twitter.
Absolutely.
Which,
okay,
is what it is. So he's trying to restore free speech to Twitter is the claim. But there's a lot of money to be made in Twitter, and if he can grab Twitter and then use Twitter to accept Dogecoin, then like So Elon's huge in the Doge.
Yeah, like you said, you sent me that link about him for that for the tunnel.
Oh, the tunnels,
the Tesla tunnel or whatever it takes it. So yeah.
So he's in a good spot. He's in a very good spot, no matter what this headline says. The motherfucker he's done his research. Like, looking at the shit, I was like, that is fucking genius. That is fucking genius. Because he's got him in a hard spot now. Like, they have to produce actual numbers,
or they have to show the paperwork. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell,
like,
you know what?
There's a top dollar for this shit.
That might have been the move anyway, though, to get them to show, hey,
that's what
Jay was saying.
Yeah, that's what I had been hearing.
Okay, I didn't know for sure.
But there are people who respect him, even the ones that didn't like him. They're like, "Oh, he's full of shit. He just wants to see blah blah blah," and I'm just like, "That's brilliant," because they said secretly he hates them all. He hates them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate them all.
Yeah, man.
Especially that one. Like, I have an account I never log on to. I haven't logged on in years.
Yeah, man.
I do it every so often just to keep it open. I don't even know why I do that.
A lot of these motherfuckers, they like to flag the shit out of black
It's a very unattractive format to me. And when they talk about clout chasing, the epitome of clout chasing to me is just being logged on to that site.
Well, see,
the asinine and inane ideologies and ideas that are spewed on that bile-riddled platform fuck my head up just listening to people talk about it.
The other thing is, man, maybe it's just me, but I don't want people having that much fucking access to me where people can harass me and think they can say what the fuck they want, and then if you respond a certain way, you the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm no, fuck all that. Fuck all that.
You gotta micro doses, man. Micro doses.
Oh, that's what I'm not. No doses
a little
for me.
Bit. Like I said, only time I was on Twitter is when we got a shout out for DOC. That was it.
I think that's the last.
Shout out to the doc.
Yeah, shout out to the doc, man. We still looking for that interview, homie.
Oh, did you guys check out his? His documentary?
Is it out?
Yeah,
I didn't see it. Yeah,
it's on the list.
Yeah.
I'll watch that before the fight this weekend.
Who's fighting?
I sent you the link for Adrian Broner.
Oh shit, man! And he's
you gotta watch the YouTube, man. He burning bridges, man. He burning bridges. Come on.
He begged to get back in the door. He begged to get back in the door.
But
and he doing this shit.
I feel what he's saying a little bit because I read some of the comments and they were like, "Damn, I didn't know you were fighting this weekend." They were like, "I live in Chicago and didn't see not one promotional." They're like, "We don't even know where to get tickets." In the fight in Chicago, you know what I mean? It's like there's no hype. Nobody knew he was fighting Saturday. There's no hype.
But you know what, man? People probably tired of that motherfucker, man.
How could that dude in this era, man? Cats get paid. They pay to hate watch him. They want to see him get his head knocked off, just like Floyd. They hate watch Adrian Broner.
Floyd was winning.
Shit. Yeah,
Floyd was winning.
You're absolutely right. And AB ain't been right since he got hit upside the head by Maidana.
No, he out the ring like
he ain't been right since then. So
right.
Now it's like he's starting from scratch. He's like a no name, an undercard is what he looked like now.
That's
and he was pissed because he's like, man, who has a 6-month training camp? But they had to put him on ice because of COVID and all that stuff. And
I'll say this. I don't dislike Adrian Broner as a human being or as a boxer. Okay. But while other people are drawing the train wrecks, I just assume turn my head. I don't want to see him fight as an undercard. I don't want to see him as anything less than what he earned. What I didn't like about his career choices was just the outward beefing with Floyd, and then it looks like you're biting the hand that once fed you in certain aspects. And then even the Sean Porter fight, you got to win. You got to knock somebody out. We already seen Floyd make everybody swing at the wind and beat themselves up, right? And I hate to say it this way because you can't dictate how another man does his craft, but what a lot of people are looking for is the Tank Davises. They're looking for the Devin Haney, the balance. If you're not going to be the Tank, be the balance.
Be the Shakur Stevenson.
Be the Shakur, right? I could beat you up, or I could just stay the fuck out the way and tag you all night.
And it's crazy how Gervonta was underneath AB.
Yeah.
They would train together.
Right.
And
training.
Then Gervonta went this way and was just like, bye-bye. Now he's up in the stratosphere.
But but again, that comes from it's not that I dislike him personally. I dislike the nigga as a boxer because I watched it. Somebody put up a dog. People make their own documentaries.
Yeah,
all the talent in the world.
Yeah,
Cat had all the talent in the world, and he let the other shit like I'm in the streets, man. I got to go pay motherfucker 2,000, man. I'm paying them in 10s and 5s, man. I'm in dirty Timbs on. I shoot this and shoot. Nigga, shut up. That's the problem now.
Yeah, he can't transition.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not that dude. No, you're not supposed to be that dude no more. And Floyd had to cut himself off from him, and I think Gervonta had to cut himself off.
He's out there throwing money in Walmart like it's the strip club. What was that?
Yeah.
And
there are strippers in Walmart at 3:00 in the morning.
That's true.
Yeah,
we know. Youngstown thing, y'all is something.
Yeah, but you gotta level up. If you're gonna be a champion, you got to conduct yourself as one.
Right.
Yeah, that's my thing.
And if you're not going to, you got to at least keep winning, man.
Keep winning. Beat the brakes off of every single person.
He's his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, his mouth gets people to tune in. He's sometimes funny. More of the time, he's more embarrassing to himself and everything that he has accomplished. And now he take a shit on it.
Yeah, Rolly Ramiro's doing the same shit. Now, I'll knock out Errol. Use a goddamn lie. You lying to me.
You got to sell it. These guys got to sell it.
Yeah, you got to
sell it. They got to say it.
They're in the fight business, man. You got to sell it.
So you can get in that ring and Errol break every bone in your body.
In your face.
Out of here. Right.
What did I when I sent y'all that link or whatever, he went after talking about Al Heyman. Yeah, don't give a fuck about me. Like, dude, you're done. You're done.
Right.
Al Heyman could turn your TV off.
Right.
Come on, cuz. You can't be talking like that.
Al Heyman to send somebody to take some shit that really is yours, but you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it.
Yeah, you don't talk about
that. You go after all the other little people, but you don't touch him. You don't touch
him. You don't touch Bob Arum.
Yeah, you don't touch them.
Oh, you don't touch
Leonard Ellerby.
Yeah, you don't do that.
He went after him. I seen that most recently. I'm like,
these cats make things happen. People, and look, give I mean, trail boxing. I like their perspective on Floyd. They gave me a different perspective, But to me, my opinion, Leonard Ellerby is a TMT. He is the money team.
Yeah.
And he went after that motherfucker, man, right in front of him.
No shit. Calling them all kind of names. And I know, Ellerby like, dude, seriously, man. You leave this building, it'll be the last time anybody see you on TV again. Keep talking. You know what I mean? Keep talking. That's why you fighting in Chicago, can't nobody find your tickets. Keep talking. They, you know what I'm saying? They making these moves happen. They like, I don't have to touch you to hurt you.
Right. And you know what? Let me say something. excuse me, I was trying to tell a youngin, these ain't what it is. The motherfuckers that can really hurt you are the motherfucking Elon Musk, the money motherfuckers who can just make calls and shut down your livelihood, stop you from fucking eating.
You remember the saying, like, keep what you call it. You'll never work in this town again.
Hey, Ron,
Right.
what's happening, my brother?
Shout out to AA Ron Sims.
That's my co-host
That's
right
it.
there. Yeah, at the
Ah,
spot.
Sims.
Pierce in the veil.
Shout out. Give
Yes,
me one for the
yes,
culture,
sir.
Drews. Give me one for the
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to AR-15 over Resurrect the Old rap name, man.
There you go, man.
That's my dude.
Yo.
Canton, Ohio, stand up. Sandusky, stand up.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, man.
That's
yeah,
it.
his
Hall of
family.
Fame.
He got members of the family in the Hall of Fame. He's been working at the Hall of Fame, as a, I don't even know, not a staff member, but man, he started out his first hustle. He told me, giving tours, getting paid, giving
It's
tours.
a beautiful. I remember
Hall
we
of
went.
Fame, man.
Yeah, we went back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, dope spot. Dope.
Man, it's so much better now. They got
I know they got the bus.
virtual.
All yeah.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
You can only imagine.
I can't wait to go see it.
Brother
Yes,
Tank.
indeed.
We go, man.
Mandingo Lorian.
Mandingolorian.
Let's get it.
Find me a little green bitch to carry around all the space.
See,
50-year-old green bitch.
read us in, man.
Kitchen walkout. Somebody didn't take that well. Dear staff, on Friday, April 22nd, after the escapades of Friday night, we have lost a chef in the food program. I hope you are happy with how you treated my business. Without a food program, we are a shadow of what was one of the most prominent venues in the Midwest, with a hard-earned reputation for extraordinary food, beyond what your shallow minds will accept, and which has been in existence for almost 4 decades, certainly before any of you have been alive. Anyone who needs a lesson in how we treated this in Vietnam, have the balls to look me up. As sales drift to a third without a food program of what they have been, you have only yourselves to blame for being undisciplined children. If this was an environment other than a post-pandemic scene, any and all of you who partied on my dime until 5:40 a.m. will be out of a job. Yes, all of you. This has been exacerbated by the small-minded, recalcitrant children who were last, whatever. So, what's this guy's name? Barry Weiss?
Yeah.
Owner of Shaker Cigar Bar had staff walk out. I think it was 22 individuals. Before this, the main chef, he walked out. Who was a master chef. I guess this was it really was the shit, this place.
Yeah.
And they all walked out on him. Dude, sales just fucking plummeted. And so he put out email to these people and stating that he can have some of his Cuban friends and his Italian friends hang each of them over a bridge, that one day they might just be walking and some Italian or Cuban dude and snatch them up and hang them over a fucking bridge, and did you put this up for the world to see? and then got combative with people checking them on his shit. Yeah. So I think we
3,884 comments on that.
Just imagine if he does this online, what he does at the spot.
Right.
How these people were working under this damn tyrant.
Well, hold on.
And that's why they walked out. That's why they walked out.
Now, I'm assuming, I looked into this, and I'm assuming that the staff threw a party while the place was closed. Is that what happened?
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. But what I'm seeing is let's see, where did it say? You guys were drinking my dime until 5:40 in the morning, or partying on my dime until 5:40 in the morning. So like he had employees that were stealing from him, and then when he comes in and fires everybody, like the rest of them walk out, or people walk out pissed off after they stole. Like fuck these fucking employees. Like they're trying to flip this is.
I don't know if
we know
this for a
America.
fact, though, Cuddy. Do we know this for a fact?
Nah, but that's like he's accusing his workers of stealing from him.
See, that's him saying that. But then on the flip side, I think you got 22 or something employees saying that this cat was pretty much a fucking tyrant.
You think about your master chef walks off, not your busboy,
right?
Your master, the dude who's running the ship. He just said, "Fuck this, I'm done." You think he was stealing?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? I'm assuming that everybody had the word, like, look, man, we're gonna throw this big ass bash, and then we're gonna fucking have him fire us or whatever. So we probably collect unemployment, and we're gonna use up all his shit, on the way out. Because that's what it looked like. Like everybody knew what the play was. We're gonna fuck his shit up on the way out.
Right. Piece of shit. Yep.
And now he threatening motherfuckers, talking about, quoting Vietnam. Like what the fuck?
Right. I believe him, yo. I believe him.
Yeah. I mean, it you know what? It very well could be that they were stealing from him. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It also could be what was going on during the pandemic. People were off work, got back, and realized, man, I wasn't dealing with this kind of shit before the pandemic, or I'm tired of dealing with this shit. I didn't miss this shit. Now all of a sudden I had a chance to go home and think and fucking regroup. Came back to this bullshit. Him, with another Vietnam story. I can't do it no more. I'm trying to cut these motherfucking onions and fucking carrots up, and this motherfucker talking about dangling cats off a bridge. Get the fuck out of here. He talking about Canton and shit.
You want them kind of cats that come in on a regular off day and nobody expecting them and start taking over, running the damn restaurant.
Yeah, fuck it up.
What's this new kid's name? Gervonta?
Right.
Gervonta. You're a good colored boy. Listen here. I want you to go ahead and run this tray on over and tell compliments to the owner.
Yeah, I want you to take all these nice, beautiful people, a nice piece of watermelon that I'm gonna have you cut. Just complimentary piece of watermelon.
You can have a seed.
Here, taste this fried chicken recipe.
Nobody else but Gervonta. Nobody else but Gervonta. Right. Cut that watermelon, please.
He's a specialist at it.
Yeah.
Look how he get those seeds out.
Whenever he's on the list of work, make sure he's the one who handles the sweet tea. Okay?
See?
Wow.
See? That's what it's called, microaggressions.
None of you guys know how to make sweet tea like Gervonta.
He knows the proper sugar to tea ratio.
Right.
Yeah. Hell no, y'all fucked up, man.
We're fucked up. The proper sugar to tea ratio.
Hey, that's in Milwaukee, right? What's the sheriff's name? David? What was the sheriff's?
David,
David,
the black cowboy.
Yeah, that dude. Trump's homie.
Yeah, I never trust a black.
That's probably his favorite spot right there.
Yeah.
Sheriff David Clark. David Clark.
Sheriff Clark.
I don't trust no nigga wear a cowboy hat. Just don't.
Not even out of the rap groups. Not even what was his name? Cowboy.
I ain't trust that black dude. And Jason Goes to Hell who had the cowboy hat on. None of them.
Not even Don Cheadle.
Not Don Cheadle, man.
Y'all remember Boogie Nights?
That's my guy. Oh yeah.
Boogie Nights.
Yeah, Don Cheadle played a nigga named Cowboy. A porn star. Black porn star.
Man. Mark Wahlberg. You didn't see it, man? All right, man. Next. Go ahead, man. Okay. Next. Don't worry about it. Okay. Next to the Z.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I bet she was cold when she was younger. That plastic don't age well.
No, that motherfucker wasn't cold. What's going on with this?
X, man, he getting hit like his homeboy, like his mentor Dre, going through the shit, Wife wants spousal support. She got the crib posted up in there with the new boyfriend and his kids, and she wants
That's fucked
spousal
up.
support. You know, he was
Bro,
like, I told her to
said-
sell the house at the height of the housing market. The house is worth like 3 point something.
And instead,
didn't
she
wanna sell
moves
it.
this motherfucker in, and he's moving around his plaques, his awards. They went all in on this story. I'm like, damn.
He filmed the
Yeah.
pilot
They're saying
in
that-
Exhibit's house.
He's doing like MTV crib shit on Instagram and all that other shit inside Exhibit's house, man. Like, yeah,
The
this
cat is
the-
doing that.
Yeah, he giving tours of the crib and shit, man. They said, and
This a brother?
I don't know.
Man, this is fucked up, man. You know what, man? It's sad to see. It's sad to see cats go out like that. Cause you know what, man? He earned his keep. He earned his money. He worked hard for that, man. Them was his rhymes. Like Sugar Free said, that bitch ain't wrote nan rap in this song. That bitch
Yeah.
ain't shot in their ball. And this, like, I'm sure he took good care of this woman. And
She got
now
the crib.
it's a, but
She got the crib.
they all do it though. That's what 50's thing was with his baby mama. She had some motherfucker stand up in there. He said, "No, you don't. No, the fuck you don't." Like it just the balls on some of these bitches, man. It's like,
I said, 50's a whole nother beast, man. He's the king of trolling. He
yeah,
you know, he bought the rights out.
Yeah.
His baby moms wanted to write a tell all. He bought the
Yeah.
rights out.
yeah.
So it was like, yeah, I own that now. And it won't ever get released. I own all that, all the publishing. You will never put out a tell-all about what the fuck went down.
Mm-hmm.
To shut that whole thing down. You know what I mean? She's like, well, you know, he's a man of power and I can't get this done. Exactly right. Exactly right. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Shut that whole bullshit down before you start dabbling inside his pockets like that.
And you know
When
what? It's fucked
There
up.
was a court order.
It's fucked up. He still even got to deal with her. That boy grown. She
Yeah.
done completely turned his son against him. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we seen Exhibit and hip hop movies. We
Yeah.
seen Exhibit on MTV, Pimp My Ride, and this, that, and the 15th. And it's just like, bitch, go take care of yourself for once in your life, bitch. Go start an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying?
You can't start our OnlyFans. Like I just looked up a bunch of photos of this bitch, and this is the best one.
Man,
She has never looked good. This bitch looks like a run-through
I
mob
believe
wife.
you. Yeah.
Like she
Ouch.
looks bad.
They look like
Yeah,
they met,
bro.
They
Like,
met on a bender, like when he was experimenting.
I think his wedding day, he got arrested for like DUI or some shit on his
See?
wedding night.
It makes perfect sense. He was not of sound. He needs to use that as his defense in the divorce. I was not of sound mind. I was not in my right mind, Your Honor. I did not recall. I
Yeah,
did not
X
recall
didn't-
the events of that day.
He didn't venture out into the cannabis game. You know, he was saying that during the pandemic, his company took a hit. And before I always followed Exhibit. And before that, happened, him and Dre was always tight, you know, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And he was like, Dre, I got a decision to make. I'm supposed to fly out and shoot this show for Hawaii 5-0. He got the part for what was his name? The black dude, TC.
TC, yeah.
He was supposed to be him, but then Dre got in his ear, was like, dude, when do we work for people? We are the bosses. He was like, if you don't take this role, will it hurt you? X was like, nah. He was like, so do you really want to do it? He was like, nah, not really, because I got to move to Hawaii for like 3 months. I got to shoot the whole thing there. He was just like, we bosses. We don't have to do that shit. And you know, he passed on the role. You know, sitting there listening to Dre. I was like, Dre didn't give you none of that Beats by Dre money.
Right.
go
You
take
ain't
the
got
fucking
Beats by
Dre.
Dre money.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Dre talking for Dre.
Right.
It was like, don't let them gas you up.
Go get your
You know?
weight up, man. That was some bad fucking we bosses. No, that motherfucker ain't even a boss. He got boss money, but shit.
He just sold his shit, you know.
There
Like
you
you
go.
really ain't running nothing. You work for Apple now.
Right.
What was up with that?
He wasn't running
situation?
shit anyway.
Right. They said Diddy cost him $200 million within that deal. He would have been at $1 billion with the Beats deal, but somehow Diddy
Ain't no telling, man.
yeah.
But, yeah,
Fucking
like I said,
kidding.
X took advice because you know he with Dre day in and day out. Dre could bless you with a $1 million beat, in
Right,
any given
right.
time. You know what I
Right.
mean? So he's staying close to the money. And
Right.
he decided to sit on his hands, and then after that, that's when he got married, and all this other stuff started happening. And before you know it, now Dre went through his crazy divorce. So I'm assuming by them being so close, I'm pretty sure their wives, linked up, and I'm sure she probably got representation from somebody, not the top tier, because Dre had to pay for all that shit, and now he's getting the business.
That shit crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see how some of these men go down, man.
Oh no, you didn't even scratch the surface on how this motherfucker went down. Like this bitch went out and forged her name on a Bentley.
Oh my God! And his company.
Yeah.
Under his company. She's not even involved in his company.
And hid it for 8 months, and then it got repoed.
Are you serious?
Read the story.
Dead ass.
I'm sitting. I almost teared up. I had to stop reading the story. I started getting angry.
My God!
I said, "What?"
You need to get with the cigar bar owner to get some Cubans and shit. Hang the bitch over a bridge. That's fucked up, man.
You just need to hire somebody to take all the filters out of her photographs. That'll ruin this bitch.
Ouch.
Man, this bitch looked god fucking awful. And I looked up some pictures, man. Her titties look like 2 Nerf balls, man.
Yeah.
This bitch looked terrible. This bitch looked terrible.
Sorry, X, you're going through it, man. But hopefully, as soon as you get past this, you get back to the music, get back to your grind, and get your mind right, man. Fuck.
She looked like an unfinished wax statue.
Yeah, her eyebrows don't even match.
Nah, she looked like an unfinished wax statue.
Hey, man, that's the man's ex-wife. Let that be. I forgot about the damn.
She look like one of them Android dogs. They're selling over in Japan right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Kill all humans.
Yes,
I want
master.
to kill all humans.
What would you like me to do, master?
See, we got both of these cats acting like androids, man. Next.
You're hurting him.
All right, man. Which one of y'all was reading Queer Tea?
Screen.
That'll be me, man. It's part of our "Am I the Asshole" segment that we taking over.
The nigga refused to attend his twins gay wedding. So why is the internet defending this nigga? Yeah, what's the story, man? You know what? I wasn't able to get to this one, and to be honest, I kind of like not knowing them before we go, because this is like my favorite segment. What happened?
All right. So this dude is dating this chick, right? And everything's going well. He proposes this bitch, and then she starts getting distant. Well, this whole time, this dude's got a twin sister, and his sister and the chick became close. Well, come to find out, this chick breaks up with him because she's bisexual. And then a little while later, his sister comes to him and goes, I'm getting married to your ex. I need you to come to the wedding. And this motherfucker said no. His fucking twin sister stole his bitch and then invited him to the wedding.
You better show up.
Okay, so this is when I introduce an acronym, a personal acronym. BIKU. BIKU. Bitch, I'll kill you. That's the only reasonable response to the "Hey, I'm marrying your ex."
The way she finessed, the way the twin sister finessed the girlfriend. Like we were friends, and I helped her discover herself.
So how was my brother? How was my brother doing that thing? Show me again.
Man.
Yeah. That was the finale. Sorry.
Like you said, you didn't read it. You want to chime in on that fuckery? What would you do, kid?
I don't know, man. I mean,
you proposed to this chick.
Man, look, this is a bitch.
You ain't going to no gay wedding. Come on, man. Quit playing. Let's just come out and say it. You ain't going to no gay wedding.
And it's your ex
that's not
getting
it.
married to your family.
I'm getting to that because I'm not going to one. I'm not going to one. But here's the thing. His sister did him a favor. Because if the bitch was by herself, it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. She was going to cheat on him with another woman, or she was going to cheat on him with another dude. It was going to happen. I mean, no, I ain't mad at dude. I mean, his sister's fucked up. His sister's low because at the end of the day, that's still your sibling, man. You two motherfuckers share the womb. So, nah, because that's a different kind of disloyalty. Nah, he ain't wrong for not going to the wedding. And you know, I like the way they worded this, his twins' gay wedding. You know what I'm saying? It has zero context, like most things in life anymore. But no, hell no. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you had to read between the lines. You had to read between the lines.
Yeah, you got to get a sister. Huh? That's it. His twin is a sister.
The sister, right?
Which makes it a gay wedding because she's with his ex.
Right, but you know, I mean, but hey, look. In this instance, it might not, it might not be that the bitch gay. It might be like, bitch, you took my bitch.
That part. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the whole gay wedding. It's the fact that,
right, bitch,
you took my chick.
In the flow of life, in the scope of reality, it is highly, highly possible. I can't say anything certain. Highly possible she isn't gay. Highly possible she'll figure that out along the line. And like you said, she might have done him a favor, but that wasn't what she was thinking when she linked up with her.
Exactly.
That bitch gay, man. She already did the act.
No, listen.
You don't see the thumb ring?
No.
Stop, man.
You do better to make the argument he wasn't hitting it right. But I'm just saying.
Damn.
I'm just saying. Like you said, it'd have been a guy, it would have been a girl.
All you can say is he wasn't licking it right because she wasn't hitting shit.
Hey, man.
Unless her finger pop game is just, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, her adult film store, bookstore game is tight.
I think it's just the betrayal.
I'll take the size.
There it is. It's the betrayal.
It's the betrayal. It's family.
That's the bottom line.
Family first.
Right. Yeah.
Right. First of all,
the betrayal is unacceptable.
Could you imagine being like their parents and trying to figure out, like, man, who do we side with? We got to go to the wedding, you know. But our son at the crib, we cannot not go.
Let me tell you something.
No, you go, but then when you be the one to stand up when they say, "Is there anyone who has anything to say? Speak now."
I was fucking this bitch 2 months ago.
See, you can't.
That's
do
what
that,
you stand up and say.
You can't do that.
Yes, you can. Look, the parents shouldn't go. I tell my parents, like, homie, if you go, fuck you, because I swear on everything I would, because she snaked the fuck out of me. It ain't got nothing to do with gay. First of all, if my sister, if I had a sister that was like that, yeah, I'd probably go, to support. If I had a brother that was like that, I'm not going. But
go ahead, man. I don't even want to unpack that, but go ahead.
Right. But
well, you married, so but if you weren't married, you wouldn't go to the brother's wedding. That's where all the women. Son. That's where the single women gonna be.
This let them go, man. Let them go.
The other women at your sister's wedding ain't gonna be feeling you.
So it's gonna be single women at a two dudes' wedding.
Yeah.
You
go to the lesbian wedding, it's gonna be single women. Possibly,
wait, Drizzy. So you said it's gonna be single women at the two dudes' wedding?
Probably.
Yes,
and they all gonna have dicks.
No, they're gonna be looking for dick.
Man.
You go to the lesbian wedding, they're gonna be looking for clits.
See, okay,
I know together.
They'll dance with you and everything. But
finish your thought on the parents. Shouldn't
man.
go.
All jokes aside, though, man. All jokes aside, I'm bullshit. Listen, all jokes aside, no. Listen. All jokes aside, I'm joking. It's my brother. Listen, because at the end of the day, it's still family. It's still family. You know,
if Drewzy's was gay, you go to his wedding.
Well, we ain't using Drizzy.
I wouldn't.
You're not gonna do that to Drizzy.
Yes, he didn't say no. He said, "Well,
we're not doing that to Drizzy."
Well,
I'm not gonna be that example.
I'm saying. if my brother, you take 2 steps forward and 22 back. I just said I would go to the wedding. That should be 22 steps forward. I just said I'm not using Drizzy. I would if my brother was sweet, I would go to the wedding. I'd sit in the car, but I'll go to the wedding. Now, what I'm saying is,
bring off a plate.
Bring me a plate. I got your gifts in the trunk, baby. Listen, no, all jokes.
You ain't gonna rock them leather pants in here.
Stop, man, stop.
Oh man,
not that motherfucker. No, listen. What I'm saying is this. Dig it. No, it's either way you go, either way those parents go, they fucked, right? Because you want to support your kids, but the problem is if you go to that daughter's wedding, what are you saying to your son? You saying I don't give a fuck about the betrayal. I'm going to support my baby. At least if you don't go, it's like, listen, man, this came out of the wrong bag. You know, this came from this. No, this woman was around us as our son's fiance. They were supposed to get married, and you pulled this shit. We love you, but we can't support this. No.
What if she's cool as fuck though? You know, most lesbians are cooler than a motherfucker.
Which
man, they'll
one?
watch football. They'll drink beer.
The sister
but
or the
broke
sisters?
up. They broke up. They broke up.
It don't matter.
You see what I'm saying?
It's too close to home. It's too close to home.
I don't know if it's. Think about it.
Is.
You think that will fly more in a black family or
a Jewish family?
No, check this shit out though.
Or a white family.
Bro code is we ain't supposed to fuck each other's girls. I ain't supposed to look at your woman. So it should be the same thing. It damn sure should be the same thing with siblings. Especially now, I can see if it was a thing where they talked about it, and she was like, "Hey, big bro, check this out, man. I'm fucking your girl, or I want to smash your girl." I can see if it was that, but it was deceit. It ain't got nothing to do with gay, man. It's the deceit. It's the bullshit. It's the way it came about.
But is it?
They
is
shared
it
the same
both,
womb at the same time.
They both were single. They both were single. The ex, because she broke off the engagement, and the sister. They both were single, 2 single adults, man. They can't link up. I mean, like, I understand what you're saying. Like, you ain't supposed to mess with nobody, especially somebody you were engaged to. Should nobody, take a shot.
I don't give a fuck if they was adults, because, like I said, man, that's his sister. That's, and it was still deceitful. The motherfucker got distant all of a sudden. So obviously they was fucking around when they was engaged.
That's my perception of it.
You see what I'm saying?
It's just eating.
When was the foundational groundwork set forth for this connection?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Hell, they didn't just bump into each other at the mall
for dinner.
Right.
Right, but that's my
engagement
point.
Party.
And if they were engaged, the parents knew her, like, oh, this is finna be our daughter-in-law. Well, now the bitch still gonna be your daughter-in-law, just not with your son. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, it ain't nothing.
That's crazy. Because think about it, like with the Bidens. When the one died, another brother stepped in and left his wife.
That's a Jewish tradition.
That's crazy.
That's like Jermaine marrying Tito wife. Tito should have whooped that motherfucker ass.
Yeah,
Tito should have whooped his ass.
It wasn't Tito. It was another one. It wasn't Tito.
Marlon?
Tito's wife. Tito, yeah, it might have been Marlon, but Tito's wife died.
Okay,
she died. It was
Tito,
another
Marlon, Michael, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, ain't no Kevin. I don't know. It's a lot of them.
It's one of them. I was thinking it was Marlon. It was damn, what was that one dude's name? But I know you're talking about. He did.
Randy.
Randy. It was Randy. And now you got siblings that are also first cousins because of the games this whore played. You know what I'm saying? Like, word up, man. Word up. Because the game is whore played, man. This whore bitch.
She just couldn't leave the family.
Now see,
you just don't blame her. You know, the whore gang pursued her, man. You know Jermaine.
I just
How
gotta
you get
throw,
down,
I gotta
man?
throw this out just as a matter of fact.
But
because
when
when
do
Michael,
we make the women responsible for this shit?
Hold
This
on, hold
whole
on.
this shit. Go ahead,
I
brother.
mean, they are, but
you can't with the Jacksons though. Michael talked about when he was a preteen being in the same hotel bed next
Yeah.
to his brother smashing the
Yeah.
broad, and he
Yeah.
didn't even know the broad was in the room.
Yeah.
That's what
That
that's
part.
how he discovered sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when you got people who have sexually indiscriminate escapades of such with even siblings in the room, that I mean, we can get into that whole
Yeah.
if we go down that can that
Yeah, like you
can of
said,
worms
shit,
of that rabbit hole.
they was messed up from the jump. Considering what was it, 10 of them in a 2-bedroom house.
Ugh.
They had like two sets of 3 bunk beds in the damn kitchen.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they've been on top of each other their whole damn lives.
Ugh.
Yeah, so like Jay was saying, those little escapades, you know, you got folks, you know, getting it on right next to you. I mean, you don't know, you know, if your brother just, you know, got the chicken pox or he trying to get it in, you know, sitting in the bed scratching and shit all night.
Right.
You don't know what that is until you wake up and see some chick doing the,
Sorry, excuse me. I didn't mean that, man.
That house looked like
that
a
ain't for
hostel.
you. That wasn't for you. That wasn't for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, man. You know, you're always making women responsible. When are you gonna make men responsible? It does take 2 to tango. However, that woman controls her cooch, not Jermaine and not Randy. She had babies by that man. She had babies by that man's brother. Should have been like, no, I can't. The problem, DJ LOH on the 1s and 2s is we don't make women responsible enough.
Accountable.
We let women, right?
They're responsible, but they just not accountable.
Yeah, accountability.
I'd be damned if a nigga gonna tell me what I'm gonna do.
We let women get off with saying shit like the reason I cheated on you because you weren't giving me enough attention.
Emotional love. Not penis love.
I was emotionally deprived. Bitch is an excuse. You did something fucked up. You don't get to come and with the transfer of emotions is bullshit and make me feel bad for your Tom fucking foolery.
You know why I fucked you,
man?
Because you don't choke me like you love me.
Right. It's 1,000,001 excuses. Yeah, Jermaine wasn't shit. There's your responsibility. There's your accountability for men. But she damn sure wasn't shit. Homewrecker whore. That's what it is.
You all seen Jermaine. You can't control yourself around Jermaine. Shit.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Also, men say the same shit. She giving me what you. I ain't never heard no dude say I cheated because she giving me what.
I mean, if that's the case, that's the next best move anyway.
What move?
What
movie did you see that in?
Discussion.
What Zane book did you read that shit in? Because dudes don't do that. Also, men say this. What she giving me? What you? What? Listen, Jermaine. Listen, man. Men don't do that. Men don't do that, sis. Men just do the dirt. And look. Contrary to popular belief, women got this thing where they smarter than men. They think, when we cheat smarter than men cheat. The only reason you catch men because these cats don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. That's what they don't understand.
They just don't give a fuck, man. You're just
disrespectful. I just don't care.
I just don't care. So I've
gotten to that point with you.
Right.
Matters not.
Right.
It matters not.
Right.
I told you in the beginning, if we ain't fucking, we just friends. I don't know why.
There you go.
When's the last time we fucked? Okay.
Bitch, I know you 8 hours. I know you 8 hours and you gave me the draws. Like, I don't owe you loyalty. Like, come on. You motherfucking think because you take them on a date, you owe them loyalty. Man, most these motherfuckers ain't saying no shit like that, sis. Come on.
Yeah, you mind now. You know we shared that blooming onion.
And I ain't never cheated. I watched a show last night where a guy got caught cheating and said, well, she give me head. You don't. That's not cheating, man. That's fortifying. That's not cheating.
Yeah, that's oral massage. That's really not
Oh,
That's fortification. It's like you fortify foods with certain vitamins that's missing. He was just fortifying a relationship with some head that you ain't giving out. That's not cheating.
It's just a massage. There are plenty of massage parlors around the United States that finish off massages with a blowjob.
It's a monetary transaction.
I'm going to follow your lead.
This is a monetary transaction. You know, black men don't cheat. We don't cheat. She said, I hate her. Real shit. Once again, not holding. I'm telling you what it is. That's real shit. That's real shit. The problem is you don't hold women accountable.
What you got, DJ LOH on the ones and twos? What you got, DJ?
Shit. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
You getting Eddie in trouble.
Nah, not at all. Not
you
at
know
all.
you ain't gonna be allowed back over to the house.
Nope. And I'll be in Vegas next month for Silk Sonic.
When you going to Vegas?
The week of the 9th.
Oh,
we all gonna be together, man. We're gonna have a shitting. We gonna have to do a show in person, man. Because we heading out to Vegas on the 10th.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Our show is that night, man. Maybe I could peel back some hours, man. Yeah, we could do something.
Peel back some hours, man. Look, tell your girl to just go do all that shit by herself.
Absolutely not.
Don't let the wife go on the strip by herself, man.
Absolutely not. That's
like that's a no fly. Like what we're doing in the lobby.
If you let me see, well, chat offline. LOL. E is never in trouble, but maybe.
Unwelcome. You might not be welcome.
That's a no-fly zone on me in a lot of women's households. That's what's up, sis. Yeah, man, we can definitely see what's up, man.
Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do dinner or something.
Yeah,
we can take something out.
Drews, you coming out?
He's like, man, niggas, you nice. Like, fuck y'all in Vegas.
It's
like,
we'll go out and get some massages.
I was out there last year around that exact time, that exact date range. I think it was the 8th last year.
It's gonna be hot to the motherfucker. Where you guys staying at? We'll talk offline.
Yeah.
Don't put that. Yeah, don't need to put that out there. But yeah,
absolutely. You might have some unaccountables show up. You know?
Yeah,
everybody's like, so gonna be there during this week. They make plans right now.
It's gonna be it's gonna be me, the wife, and it's gonna be my brother and sister-in-law. So man, we're gonna go see the show and go do a couple things, man. But I'm pretty sure. Man. Yeah, man. I'm this married thing. It fits me. I love it. Yeah. I love it because my wife is just as silly as I am.
Good,
That's
gentlemen.
Good stuff, man.
Thank you again for another great session on this. Our closer. Am I the asshole? And we can conclude that my man he's solid and just chilling and not going to his twin sister's wedding.
Right on.
Just happened to be gay.
It's just too painful.
Who just happens to be gay.
Who just happens to be gay. It's not a gay thing. It's a loyalty thing.
Yeah, that shit ain't got nothing to do with gay.
Yeah, but how they set it up.
Yeah. They always want to play victim on some shit.
Well, I think that article like that.
I'm just saying.
This is the whole community, man.
Nah, bro, they put it in the gay community magazine. Everybody who's queer reads Queerty.
I know, man. I know. I just caught the story, man. I just caught the story, man.
That's where the story is from.
Oh, we know you don't read that shit, cousin Eddie.
I just read it, man. I thought it was very, 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 very layered as far as like, dude, this is his twin sister snatched his fiance. Huh.
Imagine your sibling rivalry going that far.
And it's your twin. That's a special kind of.
That's when you come to the reception and ask the DJ to play the I Hate My Ex song.
Wow.
Or Hope It Gives You Hell.
Wow.
It's best for him to just fall back. You could take it. He could go to the wedding and try to act like the bigger man. Just, the age of pranks.
Just couldn't. I could only imagine the heat that he felt. Like, it's their day, but everybody looking at your ass like, dude, giving you that look like, Damn shame what she did to your chick.
Yeah.
What Steve Harvey say? He said when you come up to your homeboy, you just pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You all right, man?
A wedding and a funeral at the same time.
There you go.
See you later,
cue,
DJ.
That's my cue.
All right, man. Hey,
What you sipping on, Ed?
Yeah, what you sipping on?
Yeah.
Brick Tondo. It's a Piemonte.
Okay.
I've never heard of Piemonte.
All right.
All right,
Well, gentlemen, it's been real.
Paired nicely with a Biz Marquee shirt.
all day. Nobody beats the Biz. Nobody beats the Biz.
That's it.
There you go.
All
right, gentlemen.
folks.
Holla at y'all later, bro. Love y'all, brothers. It's been real.
Y'all too.
Love you too, man.
Love
y'all. Check out that Pierce in the Veil podcast.
Yes,
Indeed.
sir.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Coming again real soon. We got 3 episodes out, up and going. Check those out, and we will see
Like,
you
share,
later on
subscribe.
this week.
There you
Like,
go.
share, subscribe. Yes. Thumbs up.
Hit the bell, motherfuckers.
Yes,
There we go. One last time.
There you go. Peace.
Peace.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take off Eddie P3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take off Eddie P3 the hard way.